Dear 2025, yes, I know it is March, but I wish I would be more proactive to where this could have been out and ready to go in January. But I have no shame in saying in the fact that I'm just not that type of girl. But maybe just not yet. Maybe one day I will. But the beauty in that is that I've had some time to really reflect on my goals for this year and really evaluate what I want to accomplish. Along with that, my family has had some really exciting news coming this year, and I thought I would take the chance to share them. So for this episode, it's just me, and I contemplated doing this for a long time or just submitting it as a blog post, but it's kind of long, so I figured why not make it an episode to just restart the year and get excited about what's to come. I also think along with that, it'll be really cool to reflect on this at the end of the year for myself, just to be like, okay, did we accomplish those goals? How did those goals go? Or wow, that really phased out. So I'm excited just to see for myself how I was able to continue to strive towards my goals. If you are disappointed that it's just me, you can just skip past this episode and stay tuned to the other ones. But if you do choose to stay, I'm really happy and I would love to hear any of your thoughts. And I'm really grateful that you decided to stick around. Welcome to Grow Wild. I'm your host, Kaylie, and I'm excited to spotlight moms in all phases of life and build community in our own experiences. Let's grow together in this wild journey of motherhood. I originally wrote this back in January, and it's been really fun to look back and read it. I wrote, this year I feel so much anticipation for what's to come and so much joy for what the year is going to bring. I know that there will be difficult times, but I really hope to remember the thrill of entering a new year. And I just love that. It's so sweet. It's so, I feel like the beginning of the year. And it's been funny because the other day, I seriously had a meltdown because I was so overwhelmed with all the moving parts of my life. But as I read this again, I think, okay, remember to stay calm. It's just a moment and it'll pass. There's a time and a season for everything. And I just need to be patient with whatever's to come and not feel like I need to have everything solved right now. So with that, I do have some main goals that I really want to accomplish or just strive to reach. Not like they have an end result, but just having some of these goals that I think are going to help me become a better person and hopefully more like habits. I really want them to become more like habits in my life and ones that I'm striving to be more like. So they're not really check this off the list and it's done. As many of other people, we all write goals at the beginning of the year or just things that we want to accomplish. So I feel as if this year I have entered into a new phase, one that I feel has been different than other parts of my life, which is kind of exciting. In years past, I sometimes have, I think, more of a checklist goal sheet to be like, I want to do this. I want to do this. But this year I have 3 main ones that I really want to instill into my life to hopefully help me become a better person. So here they are. So the first one that I have is just taking time to be slow. And honestly, anyone who knows me probably would laugh at this because I'm always in a rush. I'm always running late. And I really like to book myself like full. I really like to have a full schedule. Don't know why, but I love to just cram in everything. And sometimes just like slow moments really stress me out. But now, as I find myself in my 3rd trimester with a toddler, I really appreciate the slow moments and just like relaxing, which is totally new for me. And sometimes I feel really guilty about it. So I've realized the little moments are walking to the garden. I really, really love that. And taking our time to get there. It's not right where we live. We have to walk a little bit to it and letting my son take the lead on our walks, even though sometimes those are a little fast because he is quick these days, or just have nothing planned for a day. Sometimes just having nothing planned and just seeing where the day goes, or just spending the time baking. Some of these things take extra time, but we really have slowed down the clock. And it's so different. It's so unique for me because like I said before, I really enjoy just being packed full. And I'm learning it's okay not to have every single day planned or every hour planned or have a big event for each day. And like I said, honestly, this is really hard. So I'm really trying to learn. And good thing I've got the whole year and many years after if I need to. And it's funny, I was listening to a song today, and many of you have probably heard it. It's a Kenny Chesney song, but it was talking about being present, and it's called Being Present for a Reason. And I never really put the two words together, like a gift, like a present, and time of being present. That being present in the moment, what a gift that is, and how they're kind of tied together. And I thought, wow, what a privilege it is that in this phase of my life, I get the chance to be present and to be slow. And what a gift that really is, because I may not have all these moments all the time. So I thought that was really special and something that was like, aha, I need to really think of it that way. So that's kind of just shifting my mindset in, okay, taking time to be slow and being present is such a gift and a privilege. And I need to really take advantage of that. With that, especially being 2 months away from giving birth to our second, I really need to just enjoy those times, because there's moments where my son wants to read stories and I'm like, okay, we got 15 minutes and then we have to be out the door. Or just being like, okay, we're going to read stories for as long as we want and then we'll pick something else after. Or just letting him pick what we want to do. And right now the park is like his favorite thing. So just being okay with like, okay, we're going to spend a lot of time at the park and that's okay. And it's been a really good learning curve for me. I recently had an experience where we were home during nap time. And side note, I love nap time. I don't know what we did to get blessed with a kid that sleeps so well. And who knows what the second will be like, but oh, it loves to sleep. And honestly, in the mornings, we're typically like out of the house, but in the afternoons, especially now being pregnant, I really try to be home because I need a nap or I just need alone time. Before I was pregnant with my second, it would be a time where like I would take time for myself, whether that was a workout, reading a book, or taking personal time, or we would just be in the car driving back from something that we would go out and do. It was just always kind of busy. But now, especially later in my pregnancy, I seriously use this time as like precious gold. Like I take my own nap and I sleep for as long as he sleeps. It's been amazing. But this time the other day, my son was having a really hard time sleeping. Like, I don't know, he just couldn't get comfortable. It wasn't like he was super upset. He just like wasn't super happy. And I could tell he was really tired, but he just couldn't fall asleep. So I went in there a couple times and I tried to soothe him, but nothing really was working. So finally I just sat in the rocking chair with him and I just rubbed his back and he quickly fell asleep like super, super fast. And I thought, oh no, like I'm stuck here, because I was kind of nervous about putting him back down because I didn't want him to wake up. But then I was like, oh, I'm stuck. I don't have my phone. I don't have a book to read. And I'm going to be here the whole time, however long that is going to be. But then I switched and thought, wow, what a precious moment I'm given. A moment where we're both home together and I get to snuggle my baby. Soon he's going to be my big boy and we may not have these sweet, tender moments as often or something that looks like this because we'll have another one with us. My mindset quickly switched to like yearning and wanting more of these moments and just wanting to be where I was right now. So then it switched where I was watching his little breath rise and fall on my chest. His sweaty head was nuzzled up on my shoulder, and I just took deep breaths of taking in the moment and knowing that I can take time to slow it down. It was seriously so, so beautiful and just so sweet, because I don't know if we'll have another time like that or times like that when the new baby comes. And I'm sure there'll be new joys and new moments that I'm going to love and that are going to be so beautiful. But I thought I can really just enjoy this moment right now. And it really changed my mindset to like how I want to see just the rest of this pregnancy and how I enjoy time with him before we have another little baby. Even though like we are so excited, but I know that there's something special about just enjoying these sweet times. And in the end, I ended up falling asleep anyways. So it was a win-win for all of us. But I'm learning there is so much joy that we can find when just we take time to be slow. And I know that this is going to be hard, but I'm really excited for what's to come because I've already noticed what a beautiful thing it's been in my life. My next goal is unique ways to get outside. Before having Owit, Troy and I, our foundation of our relationship was built on our love for the outdoors. We would go camping, I would say at least 2 times out of the month. And on any other day of the week, we were out hiking, fishing, biking, just getting outside as much as possible. We both were working, but as soon as like the workday ended, we were like, okay, what are we going to do after work to get outside? And we were always looking for different ways that we could enjoy the outdoors. And at times, this took more planning and a decent amount of physical effort. Then with Owit, I believe we honestly did a lot of that, and we continue to show him our love for the outdoors and take him just along with us. Not a lot changed. Obviously, things changed in how we maybe went about doing things, but we still were doing the things we loved, which was awesome. We love our carrier for hiking. We loved biking with the trailer, and that's been a lot of fun. I just recognize the outdoors brings me so much joy. My family loves it, and we're all a lot happier when we get outside. Then throw in being pregnant. I will say I have super smooth pregnancies, and I'm really grateful for that. Just the tiredness probably hits me the hardest. Like I get really tired. And my son is also getting way bigger. So as I get bigger, he's getting bigger. And then all of a sudden carrying 40 pounds with him in a carrier and being pregnant doesn't always sound like the most fun. And same with biking. I really enjoy biking, but I was told maybe to not bike as much, and especially with a trailer, that I should take a break and just wait till after my pregnancy. So I am really looking forward to that after the baby's born. Obviously, we'll have to wait some time, but I'm really excited for that. But then I made this realization that right now, I don't need to be out there crushing 10-kilometer hikes with my son on my back. I can still find joy in nature walks and getting outside in different ways in a different phase of life. I used to think that if I wasn't pushing myself to the limit outside, then what's the point? But I'm learning there's other ways to enjoy it. Not that every single time I went outside, I was like, okay, what am I going to do to push myself the hardest way possible? But I think I also use that to just like use it as a workout too, or whatever I may have been doing. Don't get me wrong, I still love to do this, but I need to remind myself that there's a time and a season. And this time will pass and another time will come. And I think just learning that it's okay to find different ways to enjoy something you love. That's something I'm really working on. But even one of these past weekends, I really wanted to go camping. Like I had been telling my husband for a while, I really want to go. I really want to go. So we had found a weekend because our schedule has been kind of busy lately. And we decided, okay, we're going to go this weekend. And I think sometimes I feel the need to prove to myself that I can do everything and I can fit it in and that I don't want to limit myself even though I'm pregnant. But in all honesty, sleep is such a priority for me right now. And my back was acting up. So I was like kind of not feeling amazing about going camping. Although we have like a really great setup, I just was like, I don't know if I have the energy to do it all. So, and on top of that, we had some exciting news come in that kind of altered our plans for the year. So in the end, I was like, maybe we don't go and maybe we just have a chill weekend. And I'm really grateful that I have a husband who is like super flexible and super patient and is super down for whatever. So he was like, yeah, I think that's a great idea too. So once again, I'm understanding that there's a time and a season. And honestly, as much as I would have loved camping, we had a really great weekend and I was really happy to sleep in my own bed. So for my season right now, it's just purely finding ways to enjoy being outside. So whether that's gardening, and a glimmer of mine right now is letting Owit splash in the puddles when we garden. It is so cute. And I used to make fun of, I don't want to say make fun. I used to laugh when parents would tell me like, oh my goodness, my kid's doing this. Isn't that the most adorable thing? And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's really cute. But I totally see it in such a different light now. Like when he splashes in puddles, that is like the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I just really enjoy just those tiny moments where seeing how happy he is being outside brings me so much joy. It's been really awesome. On top of that, I just love going on walks. It's been really nice to walk and just be present with outside and smell the fresh air. And obviously we live in Southern California, so the weather has been really, really great. And I just am really trying to take advantage of that. And on top of that, just enjoying the park. I think I used to get nervous about being like at the park, and that would be our time and we could be there forever. And now I really enjoy it, especially when you get a good group of friends out there. It's really fun just to watch our kids play and then you get to chat. It's been really awesome. And all of these are still so amazing and great options. And I think I'm learning just to see them that way. And it kind of goes along with the first one of just understanding it's okay to be slow and it's okay to just like take it easy, and understanding that I said before, I want to push myself to my limit sometimes, like physically, and understanding that my body is still pushing itself to its limits. Like being pregnant is not easy, and we're pushing our bodies in a completely different way, and it is to another limit, which is so beautiful. And recognizing the beauty in being pregnant. And I'm really grateful for that gift, and I really need to appreciate that more. And just seeing that there can be hard times in pregnancies, but seeing the beauty as well that goes along with that. So it's another goal that is hard for me, but I'm learning. And I think my body's also telling me that it's okay to be slow and to remind myself that it's all right to be tired and we don't have to fit anything in. But don't worry, I have a list of things that I want to accomplish or plan to accomplish with 2 kids in tow. I just want to find ways to get outside and to get my family outside. I think my husband and I, we just want to share our love for the outdoors with our kids and just show them the peace and joy of what that really means. So for now, it's the park or the garden or walks. And that's been super fun. And seeing Owit climb on new rocks or explore different parts of the playground or splash in puddles, all of those things are still really, really amazing. And I'm really grateful for this phase of life that I'm in. The third goal that I'm working on is recognizing what I need. And it goes with the other 2 because they're kind of tied together. But in a way, this kind of comes off selfish-y, but maybe goals and things are like that. Recognizing what I need goes with taking time to slow down. That's my first goal. Recognizing my relationship with the outdoors and that is really important to me. And I need that in my life. But then also figuring out what I need in other aspects of my life. One big one that I'm working on this year is taking time to journal and scripture study. I have always kind of kept a journal since I was 8 years old. I've had really good examples of other family members who have journaled, but it's been kind of inconsistent in years past, just with having a son and moving around and moving different places. Sometimes it's not the easiest and not the best. But what I'm really trying to do this year is do it first thing in the morning. And it's not super long. Like I don't want it to be long at all, but I want it to be intentional. So whether that's journaling about what I'm studying in my scriptures or just what's going on in my life. And I will be the first to admit, and I learned this really early on, that I am not the type of mom to record all the things that my son is doing. And I feel kind of guilty at times because I compare myself to other moms and I see the baby books that people have and all the pictures of like, this is what they look like at 1 month and 2 months and 3 months. And I don't have those, and I don't have those like specific things or when a certain tooth comes in. And I just have recognized that's just not who I am. And that's totally okay. And I hope that there's other people out there that are like me and feel okay with that too. And I totally applaud the women and families that do those things because I think it's so cute and it's so adorable. So I think I use journaling as my replacement for kind of mentioning or recording what we're doing in our life at that time. So for me, when we do a big event or just little things he's doing throughout the day, I just quickly make a note of like, this is what we did yesterday, or this is what we've got going on in our life right now. And I am hoping that one day when I look back, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember those moments. Or just have something written down about him. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And I have really enjoyed taking those times so far in the morning. Once again, I realize that's a super big privilege to have those quiet moments, but I'm really trying for it not to be over like 10 minutes because the mornings are a rush or just can get busy with my son being up or if we have somewhere to go. But just taking the time to be slow and to write those things down and to have my own personal time. Another part that I'm recognizing, and a lot of people already know this about me, is just taking time to work out in whatever form that looks like. Obviously, things are looking a little bit different right now, but normally I love to find ways to raise my heart rate or get moving, and I am way, way happier. It's definitely proving more difficult, but once again, walks have been really awesome for me. But something that I want to work on right now is just mentally and preparing to give birth and then postpartum. I think just like making intentional time for that right now will be really great for me. I also want to continue to find things that make me happy in other terms too. I love spending time with my family. Seriously, my perfect day would be with my husband and my son and just doing something fun together. I just love them so much. Another thing beyond that is just finding my own success outside of motherhood. This is why I really have enjoyed doing the Grow Wild podcast. I have really loved hearing from other mothers and women on just what growing wild means to them. And it's been so, so much fun. And I'm really excited to continue to share these stories and just hopefully grow the community and just learn from this experience. Running a podcast is like completely new to me and still foreign at times, but I'm really excited and just taking it step by step and trying to figure out how best to do it and learning as I go. I hope just to continue and to grow and learn in all these different areas. So with that, those are my 3 main goals. I know that they will definitely keep me honest and keep me busy and be a challenge at times. And I'm really excited because I think they're really going to help me grow as a person and just become habits. And like I said, if I can't or if I want to continue, I can still continue to do them the next year. And I'm sure there'll be many more. But with that, I am really excited because with these goals that I have, we also have some really big events coming up in our life. So one of them is that our baby is due in April, which seems so fast. This pregnancy has gone by so, so fast. And I cannot believe that like we're on the final stretch and April is right around the corner. We don't know the gender yet, so we are really excited to see what we're going to be blessed with. I am going to be happy either way, boy or girl. But for some reason, I think I'm going to be a little nervous if we have a girl. I don't know if it's because I'm a female and I know what it's like to be a girl and I just want to be the best example for her. Not that I wouldn't want to be that for my sons, but I don't know. I just feel like it's different for some reason. Maybe I'm overthinking it, which I probably am. But I'm just really excited and I really can't wait. And I'm so excited for newborn snuggles. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Another big exciting piece of news is that my husband was offered a really great opportunity for an internship in, wait for it, Indiana. It'll be quite different from California. In all honesty, though, I am so, so proud of him and what he has accomplished for himself personally and for our family. He's worked really hard, so we are really looking forward to this. It's going to be a huge change from Southern California to Indiana. Neither of us really, well, I'll just say neither of us know Indiana at all. I have never been. I think Troy's been, but it's going to be way, way different. But we're really excited and looking forward to it. We're both from small towns as well, so I think just getting out of the Southern California thing is going to be nice to be in a small town again, a nice change. But what that looks like for us is a little crazy. So it's a 6-month internship. So we'll be moving at the end of June, and then we'll be coming back at the beginning of January. So when we move, we'll have a 2-year-old and a 2.5-month-old. For some reason, that doesn't stress me out, and I'm really not nervous about that. And maybe that'll bite me in the butt at some point. But it's more like preparing for the move and just figuring out where we'll live. All of those logistics and details are very up in the air right now, and something that I'm spending a lot of time trying to figure out. And that's what like my free time has been spent doing. But I really need to learn it's just a balance and things will work out. Maybe that's the not proactive person in me, but I also need to make sure I take time for myself too and not overthink things. But we are really, really excited. It's going to be really amazing, and we have a really good outlook and attitude towards it. So overall, we're just really excited. So a lot of really fun and exciting things coming for this year. And it'll be cool to just check out another area of the US. And who knows, maybe we'll fall in love with it. I think I'm scared that I'll fall in love with it, but who knows? I do love Southern California. So those are all the things that we have going on. But I am really excited for this year. I think it's going to be amazing. These are some of my goals. These are some of the things that we have going on, and I'm sure there'll be many more and other things and bumps in the road that come, but I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. So for those of you that made it this far and listened, thank you so, so much. I really appreciate your love and support. And if you have any advice on any of my goals, I will gladly receive it. Or if you have any advice on moving and moving with kids and moving for short times, I will totally take that advice too, or your experiences. I truly am so excited for this year. And I seriously love all the support I have received for this podcast and all the love. You are all so, so amazing. I have some amazing women coming up with really great stories and really great just life experiences in all different phases. Some are new moms, some are moms that are now going to be grandmas, and some that are women's health specialists. So I'm really excited for you all to hear them. On top of that, I really cannot wait. And if you have a story that you would like to share, or if you know of someone that you're like, hey, this woman is so great, you should really reach out to her, please let me know, because I would love to just build this community in any way that I can. Or if there's a topic that you would really love to hear more about, please let me know. I would love to hear. So with that, I want to make sure that every mom is heard and that we can continue to grow and learn together. Happy 2025, and I will see you next time. Bye.